Welcome back to Next Gen Auto Hub. The debut of the 1982 Toyota Camry, known internally as the V10 series, marked the beginning of one of Toyota's most influential nameplates. Although the Camry would eventually become synonymous with mid-size comfort and long-term reliability, its first generation was more modest in scale and ambition. Yet the foundation built by the V10 was essential. It introduced Toyota's new global direction for family cars, prioritizing refinement, engineering precision, and everyday usability in a way that set the tone for Camrys to come. At a time when competition in the compact to mid-size segment was intensifying, the first-generation Camry established itself as a quietly sophisticated alternative to more traditional rivals. Visually, the 1982 Camry embraced a clean, box-shaped design that was typical of early 1980s styling. Straight character lines, smooth body panels, and a gently sloping hood gave the car a neat, purposeful appearance. Toyota's engineers focused heavily on aerodynamics, and the Camry featured a lower drag coefficient than many of its competitors. While the styling wasn't flashy, it communicated professionalism and maturity. The front fascia used rectangular headlights and a simple grille design, functional, understated, and pleasant. Offered initially as a four-door sedan and later as a five-door liftback, the V10 balanced practicality with a subtle, modern aesthetic that appealed to a wide range of buyers. Inside, the first-generation Camry delivered a level of refinement that surprised many drivers. Toyota designed the cabin with an emphasis on openness and visibility, using large glass areas and thin pillars to create an airy environment. The dashboard featured a straightforward, user-friendly layout, with switches and gauges positioned logically for easy operation. Materials were chosen for durability, but the textures and colors helped the cabin feel warm and inviting rather than bare or utilitarian. Even base models felt well-built and comfortable, offering supportive seating and generous legroom for a car in its category. The liftback variant, with its larger cargo opening, added a layer of versatility that families and travelers appreciated. Mechanically, the V10 Camry represented a leap forward in Toyota's powertrain development. At its core was the newly developed A-Series and S-Series engines, which combined fuel efficiency with smoother operation and low emissions. Many markets received the 2.0-liter 1SELU or 1SFF engines, while other regions offered the 1.8-liter 1SEL or 1.8-liter 1C diesel engine. These engines were engineered with precision, emphasizing reliability and frugal fuel consumption. They paired with either a 5-speed manual transmission or a 4-speed automatic, both of which contributed to the Camry's easygoing, predictable driving character. The power output wasn't thrilling, but the overall smoothness and consistency impressed reviewers and buyers alike. One of the most defining characteristics of the 1982 Camry was its shift to front-wheel drive. Toyota saw the global market trending toward more efficient packaging, improved traction, and better fuel economy, and the Camry became a symbol of that shift. The front-wheel drive architecture allowed for a more spacious interior relative to the exterior dimensions, and it provided stable, confidence-inspiring handling in various weather conditions. Combined with a fully independent suspension, McPherson struts in the front and torsion beam or strut setups in the rear, the Camry delivered a comfortable, controlled ride that put it ahead of several competitors still relying on older mechanical designs. The driving experience of the V10 Camry was characterized by quietness and composure. Sound insulation was significantly improved over older. Safety was another key priority. While early safety standards were different from today's, Toyota incorporated reinforcements into the body structure and crash absorption zones to improve occupant protection. The Camry also offered features such as power-assisted braking and optional anti-lock braking systems in some markets. These efforts positioned the Camry as a responsible, family-friendly vehicle, enhancing its appeal. Globally, the first-generation Camry made a strong impact. It launched in Japan as a slightly upscale alternative to the Corona, and its reputation quickly expanded to markets across Asia, Europe, Oceania, and eventually North America. Buyers valued its reliability, fuel efficiency, and polished driving manners. The liftback version, in particular, resonated strongly in Europe, where practical versatility was a priority. Although not yet the sales giant it would later become, the V10 succeeded in establishing the Camry brand as one built on quality, engineering, and long-term value. Looking back, the 1982 Toyota Camry V10 stands as the crucial first chapter in the Camry story. It introduced a formula that emphasized refinement, durability, and intelligent engineering principles that would define the model for decades. Quiet, comfortable, and meticulously built, the first-generation Camry didn't seek attention, it earned respect. Thanks for watching Next Gen Auto Hub, and as always, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep driving toward the future.